One of the more frustrating things when playing match coverage in Madden 23 is when you think you have something completely shut down, but your match coverage does some weird things. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys simple tricks that can help you diagnose what's wrong with your match coverage when you're facing someone that knows how to manipulate it. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Sam from the Madden YouTube channel, and we've all been there. You guys know what you're doing in match coverage. If you guys don't know what you're doing in match coverage, check out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, and hit up that match game plan immediately. But we've all been there. We've all had situations where we know what we're doing, and apparently so does our opponent, as they'll run a setup that will inexplicably break match rules in all conventional wisdom of what you understand about quarters, palms, cover 6, and cover 9. And in today's video, we're going to show you guys how to make simple changes that are going to help you alleviate the concerns of playing match coverage against a little bit more advanced offensive opponent. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment below to help push this video out in the algorithm. We're going to be taking a look at something real simple. This is everybody's least favorite play to play against, which is the gun tight offset tight end. And the play that we're going to be running is going to be the PA shot seam. So let's go ahead and get into it. The shot seams obviously is very, very tough to defend for a lot of players out there. What I want to focus on here primarily is a short side manipulation that a lot of players struggle with. If you guys are struggling with the double corner setup, I totally got you guys over on gridirongameplans.gg. I want to focus on the short side, which kind of bugs out here in this particular example. So we've got standard match quarters, and I'm just going to continue to keep my milk tank from going crazy here in this video. Obviously, the main setup a lot of players will run is something like this: double corners to the wide side of the field, street corner to the short side. And from what we know about match coverage in this particular right side of the formation, you should see this player covering the first thing that attacks the outside. This player will attack the high outside corner of the box. This guy will attack the high inside corner of the box. So a street corner combo should be no problem. Even if there's a flat, we have a flat defender there that can take that. Typically, if the running back runs a route, Hitman will match that as well. But for some reason, when we actually run this play, what I want you to see with this is that the streak by Gronk on the short side of the field wigs out this coverage, and both players go and guard the route that is down the seam. Now, fortunately for us right there, Hitman was able to figure it out and make a play, but in a lot of cases, that's not actually what occurs. So again, if I were to run through this here, I'll pass commit, street corner, there's our setup. I don't think I meant to have a flat there, but again, you see right here just how easy this throw is. I mean, it's wide open. If you just freeform it correctly, it's an easy 25, 30 yards. And a lot of players really struggle with this. It's important to always go in and take a look at the tape. Again, here, when we take a look at this, kind of understanding what's going on, you have two match quarter zones that are guarding one guy down the seam, and you have this match underneath purple that for some reason is being programmed against this route combo to guard the corner route, but he's clearly outflanked, out leveraged, and this is a really difficult chore for number 22, Harrison Smith. So a simple fix in a lot of cases actually is to take the match player that you don't want on this play out of it by putting him in something else. You could put him in a hard flat, you could put him into a curl flat. Now, I know traditionally I don't tell you guys to manipulate your underneath zones, but if you're facing someone that is causing some glitchy things to happen to you, this is actually what you need to do. So by taking the quarter flat out of this play, what this alerts the other two players is that there is no one that can guard that corner route now. So these two guys will now redisperse between the two vertical attacking threats. In the previous example, we had 3 zones that could match vertically on this play for 2 routes. So you get a weird bracket on Gronk, and then Hitman was left to guard Jamar Chase. In this situation, you only have 2 vertical matching zones, and they have to redisperse themselves to the 2 vertically attacking threats on this play. So if we were to go ahead and reset this up from the offensive perspective, there's our setup again. Defensive perspective here, I'll even click off of Hitman to make sure that you guys see this here. I want you to watch how Darius Slay plays the corner route here, because again, you don't have a situation where an underneath player can guard that. So now Darius Slay does the smart thing and he guards the route effectively. Now over here on this side of the field, I do understand the concerns of playing match quarters against this, because this route typically does smoke match quarters. If you guys really struggle, really struggle with this particular setup, I would strongly urge you guys to go over to Gridiron Game Plans and check out the March Vault, where I've broken down what is called the tight killer shell. And that is a defensive coverage setup that I run that completely bags double corners. There are so many players that would enjoy Madden 23 so much more if they could stop double corners out of tight, and I've got it completely shut down. You can get that tip in the March Vault, plus everything else on the website for $9.95. Now let's go ahead and hop into practice mode in a different playbook, and I'm gonna share with you guys another play that is a match quarters killer. This is the ever popular from Madden 21, clear out flanker in out of the Washington Commanders offensive playbook. And this was something that I ran a lot. Actually, the first year that we were really on Gridiron, I chose the Washington bunch. And it was for this play specifically. And it was actually popularized by pro Madden players that have accomplished far more in the MCS than I have when they started playing the game in December. But this has been a staple match quarters beater for many years now. So let's go ahead and take the field here and break down exactly what's going on with that play. So with this play, the setup is basically to put the outside receiver on a corner route whenever you're facing a match quarters style defense. And for some reason, the way that this play is negotiated from a match coverage perspective is to allow the right bumper receiver to run right by everybody on this play. This has made a lot of players, when they are facing the Washington Commanders offense, have to go to something that more resembles a cover. Basically, it's a cover 4 with a deep half on the bunch side. And of course, that comes with concerns as well, because while you can actually guard the corner route more effectively and keep the, the vertical attacking route that is always open guarded on this play, you're going to be in a spot where it's still not exactly the most comfortable negotiation of match coverage. So again, you kind of see right here that when you do this, you do have the deep half over the top, but we end up resulting in the same drill as what we just broke down, where this quarter flat zone has to guard this corner route, and then you get a weird bracket on that fade route that you're seeing with Edelman. So your natural thought would be, okay, well, we'll just do what you said against tight, and we'll put this player into a curl flat, and then we'll go ahead and put this guy in a deep half. So let's see how that works for us when we run it this way. Here we snap the ball. Corner route is going to run right into that particular player. And now you don't have a curl flat matching it. It redistributed the matching zones appropriately to make sure that there was no wide open corner route. So really, anytime you're dealing with a wide open corner route where a match outside quarter is instead bracketing something deep down the seam, typically it's because they think that they can actually let the underneath zone guard it. And by removing that underneath zone and telling him to play something like a curl flat or a hard flat, that will redistribute the vertically attacking routes to the vertically matching zones that are remaining on the play, which allows us to play match coverage. And you see right here, this simple change really impacted this play. And we have all 3 of those routes perfectly smothered, with now the underneath zones playing effectively for any checkdowns in the flats or in the middle of the field. So this looks pretty good. But let's see if we can actually go ahead and take this a step further. So what if we were to go ahead and just shade our coverage, or just individually change this player maybe into something else? So what if we change this into hard flat quarters, right? If we run that exact same route combo here, you're gonna see that again, you're reopening up that fade. So in this particular instance, what you're dealing with is more or less gonna be a situation where again, that particular route combo still needs to be bomb-proofed, which is you're going to have a deep half over the top. But I do want to show you something else that you can do against this play that we've taught before here on the channel. You've probably heard me talking about manning up the pull route to guard the primary.
We know. Believe me, we know.
In that example where Julian Edelman is getting wide open, it's because the safety is kind of matching a different route. And that route in particular was the tight end down the seam. So one thing that you might be able to do with this is actually take a player on the field, like let's say my user, Hitman. And I'm playing a 3-rec hook, but I'm gonna man up the tight end. So we go ahead and man up the tight end here on this, and what that will effectively do is tell that safety, hey, somebody else is already manned up on the tight end, match something else. So now let's watch how Leon Sandcastle plays the match on this play. You see how he runs with the correct route? But again, because we didn't change our quarter flat on that play, we ended up in a situation where we actually had that same bust with the corner route being open. So we nearly had it here in this example. We manned up the tight end, which made Sandcastle match Edelman, but we also had, once again, the outside zone matching Edelman as well, and we don't like the potential to throw the ball over the top of the curl flat. So let's combine the two tips together. So now in this situation, we're going to change our quarter flat to a curl flat. I'm going to man up the tight end. And what we're going to do is run the exact same route combo, and let's see how this matches. Ball snapped. Match is distributed perfectly. Look how everything on this play was matched beautifully by the defense. Now right there, I kept contain on, so that way the shed didn't occur. I wanted you guys to see the entire play. So because we manned up the user on the tight end, the safety matches Edelman. Because we changed the quarter flat on the right, the outside quarter zone picks up the corner route. We have something that can take the running back out of the backfield, and right there my user was just drifting back, but my user could actually play the 3-rec hook roll on this particular play. So there you guys have it. You guys know that these types of match busts occur. Hopefully this video helps you understand what coding wise is contributing to these busting coverages, what simple changes you can fix without compromising the complete integrity of your coverage. You don't always have to put a deep half or some sort of other deep zone on the field to proof your coverages. Sometimes it's as simple as manning up a player, or maybe changing a quarter flat into a regular flat type zone, which will allow the deep matching quarters to redistribute to the route combination successfully. If this video piqued your interest, I've got so much more on Gridiron game plans in our match game plan. We also talk about matching style coverages a ton in our vault, which is also included with your membership. Go check it out. Make sure you guys hop in our Discord. We have lab sessions every Wednesday, so you can bring questions about stuff like this to me live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. and we'll get those answered for you. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that jazz. Drop a comment below. We'll see you guys later. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.